Hello again, fifth grade, and welcome to lesson 1-3. In this lesson, we're going to focus on decimals to the thousandths place. Now remember, after a decimal point, we have the tenths place, we have the hundredths place, and we have the thousandths place. So they all end with that THS. Let's go ahead and watch our short video lesson together. And then, as always, jump into our notes and our guided practice.
How can you read and write decimals to the thousandths? A box is filled with 1,000 cubes.
Each of the cubes in the box are the same size. There are 10 cubes on each side of the box.
Amy picks out 4 cubes. How can you represent 4 out of 1,000 cubes as a decimal?
You can write 4 out of 1,000 as the fraction 4 thousandths.
The number name for 4 out of 1,000 is 4 thousandths. A decimal place value chart can help you determine the decimal. Notice that the thousandths place is 3 places to the right of the decimal point. So, 4 thousandths can be represented by the decimal 4 thousandths. Remember to include a 0 in the ones place when writing a decimal less than 1. How can 444 thousandths be represented by a decimal? 444 thousandths is read as 444 thousandths and represented by the decimal 444 thousandths.
Okay, so one of the things we're going to pay attention to when we're talking about place values with decimals. So if you have 444 out of 1,000, you're saying 444 thousandths, right? So your last digit needs to be in the thousandths place. That's how you're naming it. You're not saying 444 tenths. You're saying 444 thousandths. So you always name it based on the last place value, the last position of that number in the decimal.
The value of the digit 4 in the hundredths place has 10 times the value of the digit 4 in the thousandths place, and 1/10 the value of the digit 4 in the tenths place.
Okay, let's take a look at our notes and our guided practice. Now, our focus question here is, how can you read and write decimals to the thousandths place? So the thousandths place is 1 part out of 1,000. So 4 out of 1,000 can be written as 4 over 1,000 or 0.004. So thousandths, remember, have 3 places. So we put it 3 spots after the decimal point. Now here, let's take a look at this place value chart. I have my ones, which are my whole numbers. Then I have a decimal point. This decimal point separates the whole number parts on the left from the smaller parts on the right, so less than wholes. We have our tenths place, we have our hundredths place, and we have our thousandths place. So our tenths place is out of 10 total. The hundredths place is telling you you're working out of 100 total pieces, and your thousandths place tells you you're working out of 1,000 total pieces, and so on. So over here, when I want to read this number, I'm going to say 753 thousandths. So I'm reading it based on the last place value. So where is my last digit written? And now if your last digit is a 0, it doesn't count. We're talking about digits that are bigger than 0. So 753 thousandths. Now you can also write the fraction form of a decimal by looking at the place value of that digit. So if we have 4 thousandths or 0.004, that 4 is in the thousands place. So I know that it's going to be 4 out of 1,000. you can write the decimal form of a fraction by using the same strategy or concept. So 5 out of 100 tells me that it's in the hundredths place. So it's going to be 0.05 or 5/100ths. Now this is true for fractions or decimals that have more than one digit as well. So if I have 53 out of 1,000, this is 53 thousandths. The last digit must be in the thousandths place. So 53 out of 1,000 is 0.053 or 53 thousandths. Now remember, you're reading based on that last digit. Where is it located? In our next example, if I have 75,000 or 75 hundredths, that's 75 out of 100 total pieces because it tells me that the last digit is in the hundredths place. This is 75 out of 100. The way I write it in a fraction is 75 over 100. Let's take a look at another example. Kelly said that 97 out of 1,000 can be written as 0.97. Is she correct? Explain. Well, 97 out of 1,000 is 97 from a total of 1,000 pieces. But 0.97 or 97 hundredths is 97 out of 100 total pieces. So she's incorrect here. What she should have written is 0.097 or 97 thousandths based on that last place value placement. The final digit needs to be in the thousandths place if she's writing an equivalent decimal for the fraction 97 out of 1,000. Now let's take a look at our guided practice. If 4 cubes are pulled from a box of 1,000 cubes, how do you write the fraction representing the cubes that are left and the decimal representing the cubes that are left? So this is part of our video. 4 out of 1,000, we said is 4 thousandths, 0.004. Now to find out how many cubes are left, we're going to take the 1,000 minus those 4 cubes. So how many cubes are left over? That's 996. So now we're writing 996 out of the 1,000 total cubes. The way you write it in fraction form is 996 over 1,000. Or if you're writing it as a decimal, 996 thousandths. The last digit, that 6, needs to be in the thousands place. Number 2, 0.3 is 10 times as great as what decimal? 0.003, so 3/10 is 10 times as great as what decimal? Or 3/1000 is 1/10 of what decimal? So if it's 10 times greater, then the decimal must be in the hundredths place rather than the tenths. So 0.3 is 10 times greater than 0.03 or 3/100ths. 0.003 or 3/1000ths is 1/10 of a decimal that has a greater value that is 10 times more than that. So I would multiply that one. 0.003 times 10 would give me 0.03 or 3/100ths. So 3/1000ths is 1/10 of 3/100ths, and 3/10 is 10 times greater than 3/100ths. For numbers 3 through 10, we're finding the equivalent decimal or fraction form. So 1,000th or 0.001 is 1 out of 1,000 because it's in the thousands place. 5/100ths, because it's in the hundreds place, is 5 out of 100. 512 thousandths, remember you always read based on the last place value, is 512 out of 1,000 total parts. 309 thousandths is 309 over 1,000. 2 over 1,000 is 2 thousandths. That 2 gets placed in the thousandths place. 34 out of 100 is 34 hundredths. That 4 is in the hundredths place, and that's what we read. 508 out of 1,000 is 508 thousandths. Again, that 8 is in the thousandths place. And then 99 out of 1,000 is written as 99 thousandths. So that means that last 9 needs to be in the thousandths place. So remember, just like with regular numbers, moving with decimals is the same thing. As you move to the right, each value is 1/10 of the one before it, so you divide by 10. As you move to the left, each value becomes 10 times greater than the one before it, so it's times 10. That takes us to the end of this lesson. Please let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.